Have you ever wondered about the untold stories tucked away in forgotten archives, just waiting to be rediscovered? Today, you will delve into an extraordinary case, a cache of footage, seemingly lost to time, that has recently resurfaced after decades. This isn't sensationalism. It's a journey into verifiable history. This topic holds significant relevance for anyone fascinated by internet mysteries and the hidden corners of our past. Such discoveries challenge our understanding of historical narratives, prompting us to question what else might be concealed from public view. You will discover how historical context profoundly shapes our interpretation of these surprising finds. Throughout this video, you will explore the origins of this footage, the circumstances of its disappearance, and the dramatic impact of its reemergence. The focus will remain on factual analysis and responsible speculation, ensuring an honest look at the evidence. No promises of earth-shattering revelations, just a fascinating investigation. As someone deeply immersed in the world of online historical research and unexplained phenomena, I've sifted through countless cases of rediscovered media. My aim is to guide you through this complex narrative with clarity and precision, offering insights drawn from a commitment to uncovering genuine internet mysteries. Understanding why certain historical records, like this mysterious footage, remain hidden for so long is crucial. Before we examine the footage itself, it's vital to grasp the broader landscape of lost media and the often deliberate mechanisms that keep these valuable pieces of history out of sight. The concept of lost media encompasses anything from forgotten films to suppressed news reports, often vanishing due to neglect, disaster, or deliberate suppression. Historically, preserving records was challenging, leading to countless pieces of valuable content being lost. However, this particular footage suggests a more intentional act. Understanding foundational concepts like archival practices and the politics of historical narratives is key here. Governments, organizations, and even individuals have reasons to either preserve or conceal information, shaping the collective memory. You will see how these dynamics create fertile ground for the birth of true internet mysteries. When considering such discoveries, it's important to acknowledge various perspectives. Was the footage hidden for protection, for control, or simply forgotten? Each possibility carries different implications for its significance. This balanced approach helps in avoiding premature conclusions about its hidden nature. Imagine a forgotten attic, dusty and dark, where a trunk holds secrets no one living remembers. This footage is much like that trunk, a relic from an era when information control was less transparent. Its discovery is akin to finally opening that trunk, revealing contents that profoundly alter our understanding. This theoretical background sets the stage for our main discussion. With this context of lost media and intentional concealment in mind, you are now prepared to explore the intricate details of how this specific and profoundly mysterious footage was eventually brought into the light. The primary method for uncovering this fascinating footage involved dedicated digital archaeology, meticulously sifting through old, overlooked data storage. A team of independent researchers, driven by a passion for internet mysteries, stumbled upon encrypted files within an obsolete database, originally thought to contain only defunct commercial data. For example, imagine recovering a deteriorated film reel where the labels are smudged and illegible. This footage was found in a similar digital state, requiring specialized software and forensic analysis to reconstruct. The initial glimpses revealed scenes that immediately raised questions, hinting at its historical and potentially sensitive nature. While the core discovery was digital, variations in lost media recovery exist. Some mysterious footage emerges from physical archives, others from personal collections. What remains consistent is the painstaking effort and often serendipitous timing involved. This particular find emphasizes the persistent nature of Internet researchers. It is crucial to acknowledge that not all hidden footage carries profound significance. Many old recordings are simply mundane, discarded artifacts. This specific case, however, stood out due to certain visual cues and unusual encryption methods, suggesting its concealment was not accidental or for trivial reasons. As the initial layers of digital obscurity were peeled back, the content itself began to emerge, posing more questions than answers. The very act of viewing this footage propelled investigators into a complex historical puzzle, a journey you are about to embark upon. The recovered footage, once fully restored, presented a series of grainy black-and-white clips. You can see fragmented scenes depicting events that, at first glance, appear mundane: public gatherings, industrial sites, and what seem to be official meetings. However, the unsettling atmosphere and the absence of any public record of these specific events are immediately apparent. For instance, one segment shows what looks like a groundbreaking ceremony for a building that was never constructed, or at least not in that location. Another features individuals who appear to be public figures of the era, engaged in conversations that lack context, their expressions suggesting a deeper, unspoken agenda. These elements define this mysterious footage. Possible variations in interpretation arose instantly. Some viewers might dismiss it as a collection of home movies or experimental film. Yet, the consistent, high-quality production for its time and the deliberate nature of its encryption suggest it was created for specific, unreleased purposes, adding to the intrigue. It's vital to recognize the limitations of initial observations. Without historical context, even the most striking images can be misinterpreted. The lack of sound in significant portions further complicated early analyses, making lip-reading and expert historical analysis paramount for understanding the full implications of this mysterious footage. These initial visual fragments, unsettling in their ambiguity, begged for further investigation into their historical background. The true meaning of what was captured on this footage could only be understood by reconstructing the era in which it was created and hidden. To truly comprehend why this mysterious footage remained hidden for decades, we must immerse ourselves in the political and social climate of its creation era. The footage dates back to a period marked by significant ideological tensions and governmental secrecy, where certain information was often suppressed to maintain public order or political stability. During this time, the prevailing powers exerted considerable control over public narratives, making independent or controversial media production extremely risky. The content within these gravicos misteriosas likely challenged these established narratives, making it a prime candidate for deliberate concealment to avoid dissent or scandal. Different historical interpretations propose various reasons for its suppression. Some historians suggest it might have documented controversial public works projects. Others point to evidence of covert political activities, or even early failed technological experiments. Each theory is weighed against the visual evidence and known historical events. Consider the Cold War era, where propaganda and counter-propaganda were rampant, and any material that could be exploited by opposing factions was rigorously controlled. This footage, depicting potentially sensitive events, fits neatly into such a framework, explaining the extraordinary measures taken to hide it. Understanding this backdrop is essential. The intentional act of concealing this footage indicates its perceived power to disrupt or reveal. This deep dive into its historical context now prepares us to analyze the meticulous investigative process that followed its discovery, aiming to unearth its full story. Authenticating and contextualizing the mysterious footage required a multidisciplinary investigation, combining digital forensics, historical research, and expert testimony. Researchers meticulously cross-referenced visual elements with archived documents, old newspapers, and oral histories to establish its veracity and pinpoint key individuals or locations. For example, subtle architectural details visible in the background of a scene were matched to blueprints from the period, confirming the location and time frame. Facial recognition software, though imperfect for older media, aided in identifying minor figures, leading to breakthroughs in understanding their roles in the depicted events. This investigative approach isn't unique. Similar methods are applied to many cases of gravicos misteriosas. However, the sheer dedication and the challenges presented by the degraded footage meant countless hours were spent piecing together what initially seemed like disconnected fragments of information. It is important to be transparent about the limitations inherent in historical investigations, gaps in records, the subjective nature of eyewitness accounts, and the deliberate destruction of evidence meant some questions remained unanswered. Not every piece of the puzzle could be definitively placed, fostering ongoing healthy debate. The rigorous investigation process, despite its challenges, began to paint a clearer picture of the footage's true significance. This painstaking effort led to astonishing revelations about not just what was filmed, but who was involved and the potential impact it held on history. The re-emergence of this mysterious footage sent ripples through historical and online communities alike. Experts debated its implications, with some arguing it necessitated a re-evaluation of specific historical events, while others cautioned against premature conclusions based on incomplete evidence. Its impact on public perception was undeniable. Online forums dedicated to Internet mysteries buzzed with theories, ranging from plausible historical interpretations to more speculative, even conspiratorial narratives. This highlights the inherent human desire to fill informational voids, particularly when confronted with gravicos misteriosas that challenge established understanding. Initial reactions varied wildly. Some saw the footage as definitive proof of long-held suspicions, validating alternative historical accounts. Others viewed it with skepticism, demanding even more rigorous proof. This spectrum of responses underscores the complex nature of interpreting newly discovered historical evidence. CTA suggestion, mid-video. If you're captivated by the journey of uncovering lost histories and unraveling Internet mysteries, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Your engagement helps us bring more of these fascinating stories to light. What are your initial thoughts on this type of discovery? The most compelling theories suggested the footage was concealed to protect powerful individuals or to obscure a governmental misstep that could have triggered widespread public distrust. The very act of its suppression amplified its perceived importance, leading to heightened speculation about its true meaning. To engage with discoveries like this, you can start by seeking out reputable online archives and research groups dedicated to lost media. Always verify sources and cross-reference information across multiple platforms. This critical thinking approach is paramount when navigating complex Internet mysteries. For those interested in exploring similar gravicos misteriosas, resources such as the Internet Archive, university digital collections, and specialized documentaries offer legitimate avenues for learning more. Always approach new information with an inquisitive yet skeptical mind, demanding evidence for extraordinary claims. It is realistic to expect that not every piece of hidden footage will reveal a grand conspiracy or rewrite history. Many discoveries offer subtle insights, adding nuanced layers to our understanding rather than overturning it entirely. The value often lies in the diligent process of discovery itself. CTA suggestion. End video. What other hidden histories or Internet mysteries would you like to explore? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if you appreciate the effort to bring verifiable insights into fascinating topics, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations. Ultimately, the rediscovery of this footage reminds us that history is not static. It is a dynamic narrative constantly being reshaped by new evidence. It serves as a powerful testament to the tireless efforts of those who seek truth, encouraging us to look closer at the archives of our world and question what else might be waiting to be found.